Hello, hello, hello to all of my wonderful Geminis. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. We're going to be talking about many things, Gemini, many things, including the number 33. Yes, Geminis. We're going to be talking about the definition, the metaphysical definition of the word demon. We're going to be talking about what stories are in these cards, what the cards are trying to tell me to share with you, the messages that the cards are trying to share with me to tell you. But first things first, let's talk about some things first. I want to make sure everybody's on the same sheet of music, that you have these reminders, these messages that I want to share with you. First of all, Geminis, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this particular channel. And make sure that when you set your notification that you select all, because you have options when you click on that bell, excuse me, to select all, personalized, or none. You want to select all. That way you get all of my messages, all of my videos when I upload my videos. Also, it's cool to do that because I do a lot of giveaways and I never pre-announce that I'm going to do giveaways. I do giveaways, like I give away gemstones, I give away crystals, sometimes I give away money, I do free readings, etc. I also allow people to, there are times where I'll say, hey, list your business below. So if you have a business and I have over 20,000 subscribers, then those 20,000 subscribers have access to seeing your business on my channel, right? Also, if you want to schedule an appointment, I have a button in the About section of my channel. If you're looking at it from your cell phone, you won't be able to see that it's in the banner of my channel where you can select schedule an appointment. You can see that if you're logged into your computer, you can see it right there on the banner of on my page, my channel. You can just click select and you can see my entire calendar, so you can schedule an appointment for a personal reading. But if you're looking at it from your cell phone, go to the About section of my channel, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then you can schedule an appointment and just click right on that hyperlink. It'll take you right to my scheduling calendar where you can actually schedule an appointment. And then last, I also have a link to cafeastrology.com, which is not my website, but I highly recommend it because the editor of the website, or the creator of the website, did a phenomenal job at putting information there, so you can pull your full natal chart and then check out some of the other videos that I upload, for your moon, rising, Venus, so on and so forth. But yeah, just check it out. Yeah, but make sure you want to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons and select all. When you click on the bell, select all. That way you'll get a chance to see whenever I upload, because I do, and I'll tell y'all this, I will be doing something for Christmas, because there are a lot of people who celebrate Christmas. So just to say, and another way of saying thank you, another way of saying thank you to all of my subscribers, I will be offering something for Christmas to my subscribers as a way of saying thank you to all of you. Now, let's make it 100% about my wonderful Geminis. What do we know about our wonderful Geminis? Besides the fact that you all are flexible, outgoing, funny as heck. I know that to be true firsthand. You're very smart, you're versatile, you're gentle, you're affectionate, you are very curious, you're adaptable, you have the ability to learn quickly and exchange ideas. Yes, Geminis. So now that your planet is stationed direct and relationships have been cut, you all have restructured some relationships in your lives. Wonderful. You know what I'm getting from these cards already is that people are really starting to see how much of a jewel and gem you all have really been in their lives, right? Let's get to these cards. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Geminis as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. What information do we have for my wonderful Geminis? Yes, and like I said, we're going to be talking about the number 33, and we're going to be talking about the metaphysical definition of the word demon. Yes. You all should really be feeling good about life right now, because the universe has cleared some space for you all to just really take off. And while sometimes relationships ending feels very uncomfortable, sometimes it's very necessary, and you all know that it's very necessary. Yeah, like I always say this, two good people may not be the best for each other. Doesn't mean that you have to walk away gossiping about the person or saying anything negative or mean. You don't want to bring that karma on yourself. Also, we have the oracle cards here. I'll be pulling an oracle card. So yeah, you want to keep those good vibrations coming your way, that good karma coming your way, right, Gemini? Yes, people are starting to see, just how awesome the Gemini is. Yeah, let's see what cards we have here. Yes, yes, yes. We have the Two of Pentacles. Yes. We're going to put these in order, and then we're going to tell a story what these cards are saying. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. Let me see if you all can see that. Is that how some of y'all are looking? Or how you were looking? Rumination mode? Yeah. We have the Hierophant card. Taurus's card. We're going to put this major arcana right here. We have the Lover's card. This is the Gemini card. Duality and Twin Flame. And we have the King of Cups. Yeah. So, yes. Yeah. So, like I said, you all are so blessed and highly favored. And the fact that you all are givers. Some of you all were in a relationship with a Taurus, right? And Tauruses are receivers, okay? And I'm talking about everybody's highest vibration, because I could talk about the shadow self of everybody, but on this channel, I talk about your highest vibration, right? Because it is a choice to vibrate high. It is also a choice to vibrate low. So, Geminis, because you all are mutable signs, you all really like to persevere, especially in your relationships. And perseverance just simply means that you persist in doing something despite the difficulty or delay in achieving success, right? So in this particular situation here, this story here, you all are just simply over it. I'm going to say were, okay? You all were just simply over this thing right here, right? Trying to make it work, trying to make it work with a divine feminine sign. So we're talking about at the highest frequency, because when you stay with the person, when you all are at different frequencies, no matter how good you are apart, if it's not meant to be together, if it's not meant for you all to be together, you all can start looking at the worst in each other, right? So for instance, let me give you an example before we get into this, because this is a relationship where you felt like this person really was your twin flame, but you're just sick and tired of some things with this person, right? You feel like, okay, we were meant to be together, but I am just kind of over this at this point, and I just really just feel like just being done. Like I have tried to make this work. You know how like when you see kids in preschool and they're trying to stick a square peg into a triangle, and the teacher's trying to teach them about the shapes. It's like that, right? I'm just over it, right? I'm not even sleeping as good as I could be sleeping. Let me move some things around so I can make a little bit more room so you all can really see the cards here. Let me see if I can put this up here so you can really see the cards. Yeah, like where you're just kind of like, I'm just over it, right? So, okay, let's kind of sort of run it down, because I like to talk about characteristics when you have two good people who just are not good for each other. So what's your highest frequency? I told you what you look like, Gemini. At Taurus's highest frequency, they are logical, they're generous and trustworthy, they are determined, they're understanding, they're kind, organized, patient, they are really reliable, they are practical, they're devoted, they're responsible and stable, right? But if you're on different frequencies, you're going to start to see something different in them, right? You're going to start seeing something different in them. And what you would see in a person when you're not on the same frequency is them maybe not at their best. So maybe they would have characteristics of being somebody who is jealous, somebody who's lazy, someone who's stubborn, somebody who's dependent, they're out of balance, they're materialistic and possessive, right? And this is something where you could just be like, this... I'm trying to see the best in you, but I I don't even want to know if I don't even think I want to even persist with even trying to see what the end of this is going to look like. Okay. So what I'm getting, the message that I'm getting for this is that because the world has played a huge part, Gemini, and you all staying together, you and this person staying together, that you're starting to see on the spiritual level, you are just not on the same frequency. You're just not on the same frequency, right? So they have accused you of things, you've accused them of things. Some of the things they may have accused you of was, that you make bad decisions, that maybe you're superficial, that you lack direction in life, whatever. But nevertheless, two good people just may not be good for each other. And so now you're taking it to crown chakra. You're like, okay, I'm meditating. I'm trying to see things at the highest frequency. I'm trying to see things at the highest chakra here. See that crown right here? And I'm just trying to figure some things out with this person. But whenever, and this is a kind of a segue into the metaphysical, the metaphysical definition of a demon. So demon metaphysically means that, or which some people call it evil spirits, are really conditions of the mind or states of consciousness that have been developed because the creative power of man has been used in an unwise or ignorant way, right? So you all can choose to vibrate at a high frequency, but when your frequencies are out of balance, you start to see something different in that person, and they start to demonize you. You start to demonize them to some degree, right? You start to look at them like, why won't this person just get on the same frequency, right? So it is really, really a choice to choose good and evil. Let me pull out these cards for just a second because I want to show you something again. I did this for November the 11th, and November being the 11th month of the calendar year, and 11. So for 11/11. So don't worry about this side of the deck being larger than this or thicker than this side. So the 11 represents these things. We're right here in the middle, right? So it can represent good and evil. It could represent or angel and devil, or angel and demon, seen and unseen, known and unknown, that kind of thing, right? So on and so forth. Good and bad, that kind of thing. We're right here in the middle. So we can choose to be good or bad. We can choose to be an angel or a demon, right? That's within everybody, right? That's that part of that duality. You can choose divine masculine, divine feminine. You can choose to stay on divine masculine side or divine feminine side, where you choose not to see the other side of yourself, hence not being able to see the other side of them. Yes. So in this particular scenario, you are just over it. You tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. It's not working. Okay. Let's see what the other cards have to say. Yeah. So if in thought or in word, you are using your creative power in an ignorant way, we're talking about a demon now in a metaphysical term, you are bringing forth an ego, which an ego edging God out, edging the God in you out, right? And so you are choosing your carnal mind. You are choosing to operate in the flesh, and that's what that person has chosen to do. You all just cannot get it on track. You just cannot get it on track. Yeah. There's a lot of money involved. A lot. Look at all these money cards. Yes. Good gracious. Lots of money. Gemini. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. You all cannot get it on track, and there's a lot of money at stake. Lots of money at stake. Tauruses by default are on their journey to money and wealth. You are on your journey, power and intellect. Together, you all would be dynamic. But it's very destructive when you all are not on the same frequency, Gemini. I just want you to know that it's extremely destructive. And I'm telling you how destructive it is sometimes the universe will hold all of this money up because look, right now you're feeling emotionally wounded because you all cannot get it on track, right? But you have the key. This card is attached to Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This Pentacles card, this money card, this wealth, right? It's something about them that's causing you to feel emotionally wounded. Something in this relationship where they are not using wisdom. They are not telling people no. They're probably not telling their own family no when it comes to money, and it's causing you both to be emotionally wounded. Imagine how much money you could have together if you all would get on the same frequency. If you can get this person on the same frequency with you and have money that you never even imagined, because here you have the Midas touch. You, Gemini, have the Midas touch. Money, 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 King of Pentacles. You all are looking at legacy wealth, really building wealth for not only you and your kids, if you have kids together, but you're also looking at for your grandkids and kids that you'll never meet in this realm. This is how powerful you all are if you get on the same frequency. But you are just, at this point, you're just over it because the person is emotionally wounding you. This person needs to be more conservative when it comes to money, meaning they need to start telling people in their circle, no, you cannot have any money. You're just coming to me because you want something that you think I have, but no. And this is what you've been trying to, this is where your frustration is, Gemini, is that they won't say no, right? You can also be very financially independent. This is with or without them. So here's the thing, Gemini, and also, you can manifest a lot of money, right? But because you cannot get on the same frequency when it comes to money, this person is costing you a lot of money. So you have to make a decision where you want to go with this, Gemini. You really have to make a decision where you want to go with this because it's affecting every area of your life. You, Gemini, can see clearly what the problem is. They, because they are Tauruses, are bulls. Their symbols are bulls. And on top of that, they are fixed signs. They are fixated on the life that they want. And so for you, it doesn't work. You're like, this is not what I want. Like, this is not what I want at all. And so instead of just completely being at odds with each other, you have some decisions to make. But because you're a mutable sign and you're trying to persevere and you're trying to hang in there and make things successful, be successful, that's where all of the frustration is coming in. We're a powerful team together, and I want this thing to work out, but we just can't get it on track. We just cannot get it on track. So here's where you're going to have to really tap into your divine masculine energy, which is by default. You're a person who is a giver, but now it's time to tap into your divine feminine energy. You, Gemini, this is you, divine masculine, and this is you, divine feminine. You need to tap into your divine feminine energy, nurture yourself, and make some decisions. You got to make some firm decisions about this particular relationship because it is costing way too much money. I know a lot of people, they get into relationships for love. And people, there's a negative connotation attached to money, but money can save a lot of lives all over the place. This is what I need you all to do to get some answers. Prayer, right? Petitioning the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court meaning the Most High God. Really, really getting to that fire within inside of you. Let that fire inside of you burn. Like really, I'm not talking about burn out. I'm talking about let that power, I'm talking about your solar plexus chakra, right? Activate that. Get into it. Get your essential oils, right? Get your essential oils that will help to activate your solar plexus chakras. Start your prayer. Start your meditation. Start speaking to this person in the spirit if you really want them to get on track. Speak to them telepathically. Get it on track if that's what you really, really want. Or make a final decision and say, I'm just going to do a clean break. Because I'm still going to be powerful with or without you, Taurus. I'm still going to be powerful with or without you. Now, the number 33. Remember we talked about the number 30. I said I was going to mention the number 33. The number 33 actually carries all the qualities of its root number 6. As you know, 3 plus 3 is 6. Yet it's even more sensitive, right? So Number 33s actually feel people's emotions as deeply as their own, right? Number 33s also embodies unconditional love. Number 33s also are concerned with the welfare of the masses. Number 33s are designed to be a teacher of compassion. Number 33s are highly sensitive and could be a powerful empath. And also number 33s embody the selfless giver, right? You, Gemini, the selfless giver. I need you to tap into your divine feminine energy and start nurturing yourself, like focusing on nurturing yourself. Divine feminines are very, very magnetic. This is you drawing into yourself, making sure you are one. This is you, Gemini, that you are one. You are still one without the Taurus. You're still one without the Taurus. As dynamic as the Taurus is, you are still one without the Taurus because you have access to both sides of your duality. All you have to do is tap into it. And again, you're still going to come out wealthy. No matter what, you're still going to come out wealthy because staying in a relationship is only delaying the release, the opening of this door. If this person is not willing to get on the same frequency as you. If they're willing to get on the same frequency as you and stop just giving money away to family and friends and acting like this is how I've always been, this is how I'm always going to be, then it could absolutely work. But they're going to have to come up under your leadership at this point, Gemini, because them trying to do it their way is not the way to do it. It's either they come up under, they get on your same frequency, or you're going to have to walk away from them and still acquire. And that's you taking action, taking this key and opening this vault. Because this is yours anyway. This legacy wealth is yours anyway. All of this, look at all this legacy wealth. Look at all this money. All of this is yours anyway. The majority of your minor arcanas are Pentacles cards. Money, money, money on top of money. Right, Gemini? So you're going to have to make a final decision about what you want to do with this. Because you're going to be wealthy regardless. You know, whether you stay in it. And I know, like I said before, you know, when your ruling planet was retrograde, a lot of Geminis and Virgo, when Mercury was retrograde, the communication planet, a lot of people's relationships were ending. This right here is letting me know you're just kind of sort of over this. And you have tried everything you could possibly do to make this thing work, but it's just not working. You have persevered. You have tried to stick it out through all the difficult times. A lot of it has to do with outside influences suggesting that you try this, that, and the other. But this person is not going to budge. You cannot fit this triangle, this wooden triangle toy into a square peg or a circle peg. It's just not working. This is going to require some serious prayer and some serious meditation. Yeah, on your part, Gemini. That's what I have for you. Have a great one. Bye.